Okay, we're not talking about you or any of you. So what happened last time doesn't happen this time. I'm not even going to mention it. Let me do it here today. So I did a quick job today here. The stuff that shall remain nameless that chased me home last time. But now that it's out there, kind of got a little bit cooler, which is good. I'm down to 1 bottle of water, so I gotta be careful. Took me an hour to get here. In that heat, it took me an hour to get here. Why am I wearing my work gloves? Well, I don't have to wear them for very long, so. Well, until I get to where I'm going, but yeah, got my work gloves on. And I got most of it cut. I didn't cut the outside. Just wasn't going to do that today. Because I got 2 clients, but 3 places to do, so. No. Don't you dare. It might be 2 clients today. Last time there, it was sketch on the way back there. Freaking pine needles were blowing so hard last time. The camera shut off just as it was. I couldn't see where I was going. The pine needles were blowing in my face. Because when you get a whole bunch of the downfall of that stuff that I'm not going to mention, because Murphy hears stuff like that, a lot of times what happens is the pine trees ditch, like half their needles turn, like all, I guess it's like last year's needles or whatever, turned like brown, and they all, yeah, here you go, you can have them all, and you just throw them all on the ground. And there's an air fryer. Bet it's still good. No bicycle wheel that I need though. Oh. Where did she come from? There we go. The back road. Nobody's supposed to be back. Here's the back road. There's a fair amount of traffic on this road though. There we go. It's always faster going out because it's just more of a downgrade on the way out, especially on this thing is really slow. So an hour to get here. I didn't cycle out this morning. Kind of thank God, because that little push that I did, I'm okay. But if I would have pushed any harder, especially in that heat, that probably would have done me. But when you're out there cycling, like, I mean, I have to do this. I have no choice because my car is broken, right? And I have to get to work. But I do happen to like cycling, so if the weather is a little bit cooler, yeah, I'll do a push to see what I can, how impressive I can be, start marking my time down, go for my personal best, just for the giggle factor of it. Why not, right? So, you got to make the best of a bad situation kind of thing. It's not really a bad situation, it's just a strenuous, labor-intensive situation where, again, if this is all I was doing, it'd be, oh, this is the greatest thing ever. But it's the 3.5 hours work in between each ride to get home. Makes for an 8 or 9 hour day, and you get to basically drag the stone of triumph home with you. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. However, my calf muscles are starting to look like calf muscles again, especially in this stuff. But the big one is the Florida plate. I just swallowed a frickin' deer fly. Oh, he got good. Tasty. Oh, when they fly in your mouth like that there, holy Jesus, they ever get you. He got me right at the back of the throat, the bastard. Well, at least I ate him in revenge. He needs salt. Freaking deer fly or horse fly. Yeah. But, yeah, Florida plate. Yeah, he's only a 28-hour drive out of off the mark. Yeah, it's like basically from West Quebec down to Florida. That's about a 28-hour drive. Maybe, no, 29-hour drive. It's long. Day and a half. We'll say a day and a half if you're you know, taking stops and stuff like that. It's a long way down. But right now, I'm working on the long way out. It's not that long, but it's probably 3.5 kilometers, maybe 4 kilometers to get out of here. You know, and it's on the soft stuff, right? So it's a little better going out, which I'm kind of glad. I'd rather have an easier pedal on the way home, you know. So being in July, you know, this is when it's like the deathly hot of the season, right? So my dad gave me a lift out this morning with the bike in the back of the truck, so that helps me out. Again, if I was just doing the one place, I wouldn't care. I'd say, nah, don't worry about it, because I'm just going to go there and back. So, but I got to go there, I got to come here, and I got to go to another place, then I got to go home, right? And that takes time. I spend almost half my shift pedaling. You know what I mean? Difference is I'm not making money right now, you know what I mean? So, and then it wears me out. Like tomorrow I got to work with concrete tomorrow, so that's gonna be fun. Cement pad. I got to do a cap on it, just to level it up. Because when I did it, I put a little bit too much of a slope on it. I thought I'd get away with it, but my client was like, well, I kind of wanted it a little bit more level than that. But because what I was trying to do, I was going more for the aesthetic. So it's like it's flush, but it's just I got a bit of a canter to the back, and she didn't like that as much. So I said, okay, well, I'll put a 2-inch cap on it, and we'll make it completely bone level. But I did. I forgot to tell you guys. Yes, the groundhog war has begun. Magnificent Reg won groundhogs. Big fat stinking zero. They thought they could. I caught him with a carrot and peanut butter, and I let him go last night. My client called me. I just got home from Renfrew with my dad, my sister-in-law, and my nephew, and there was a message on it. She was like, yeah, Reg, well, it looks like we caught a groundhog. If you're available, I'd like to, you know, go release them somewhere. And I said, I called her back. I said, yeah, dude, it was caught him that morning, so it wasn't so bad, but it was, I freaked the poor little guy out. He went, yeah, he did a little bit of a cheat there when I came in on him. Scared the piss out of him. Then took it while he was in the cage. He didn't like that too much. He had some choice words for me. But I'm a big boy, I can take it. So I kicked his butt out into the bush. About 3.5–4 kilometers away from the garden. So hopefully but I saw an owl guys, the bird life I've been seeing the past week has been crazy. A lot of hawks this year. There was a baby hawk at my buddy's Paul's place. His stepson Jesse, the guy I bought the car from, was sitting there with his camera. One of the younglings fell out of the nest, and it was a little baby hawk, maybe about 6 inches tall or whatever. And I watched him for a few minutes and whatever. But yeah, there's been hawks everywhere. So I'm thinking that groundhog, he might be lunch by today, you know. But you don't pay a rent. You start eating my vegetables, my client's vegetables. Oh, the deer tracks here. Not even following the directions of the road. All these animals doing all this hooligan stuff. Who do they think they are? I got a doe at the bottom of my road. She's in the bush all the time. Every time I go by, she huffs. So they must have a fawn in there. Oh, and keep you guys updated. I don't know if I mentioned it in the last video. Chicken up. So far, I had 3 chicken prison breaks, and my dad and I couldn't figure out how they were getting out. There was 2 of them out yesterday. Went out the day before. Dad he thinks he found the hole in the fence there this morning. So that's all. But I come home from work. I'm like, Dad, there's a chicken out. And I figured, well, maybe it just ran past my dad and he didn't notice it or something. I got there and I'm like, okay, chicken, come back in, I got food. So his great escape, he was like, screw that, man, I'm going back for the food. So needless to say, he was quite easy to catch. And then the other two, like, I get there, and as soon as I say, hey chickens, they all know they're going to be fed, right? So they just rush the freaking door and everything like that. So what I have to do is throw out distraction food first. But I had two of them, I had to lead them back into the pen. But I had to distract all the other dumb ones first.